So we're talking about 7 seamen and seven women. Anyway. I'm sorry. I knew this show was going to be like this, guys.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
Well, if we're going to talk about that first, too, you got to remember there was also a penalty in a sense if your if your thing won.
I'm with you.
I mean, I was supposed to have Frozen as my choice, but that didn't happen.
Yep.
You guys could have made me sing High School Musical. Now, instead, Justin has to sing a portion of one of the songs from Seven Brides.
Yeah. Let's see if I can vote.
I didn't know I was gonna have to. Am I having to do this right now?
Take your time. Take your time.
If I can pick one,
no
Justin,
pressure. No pressure.
Please do "Bless Your Beautiful Hide." That's an amazing song.
Bless your beautiful heart.
Yeah, the song opens with this track, and it's got the credits, and the guy's riding his wagon down from the...
He is the coolest mother effer to ever walk into the beginning of a movie. I don't know how he does it, dude. It's really good.
All redhead hatred is erased when you watch this movie. That's all I'm going to say, man. These guys are like, I see them like, I don't hang out with these dudes. It's tough, rough, real brothers from the mountaintop, red hair flowing everywhere. And the one guy comes down into town. He's like, well, I got some, I don't even remember he's trading organs from animals. Just like slaps them on the table, slopping around. She's like, well, that weighs 20 pounds. What do you want to buy? He's like, give me some of that tobacco, and I'll take, I don't know, some whiskey and some bullets. And hey, do you have
a woman?
Yeah, give me a woman. Well, the women back here, I don't know. And he walks outside, and he starts looking. He's eyeballing all the girls around town, and just out of nowhere.
This man is peak confidence. His kahunas are on full display. He doesn't give a flying F. He walks into town, he's like, I'm going to get myself a wife today. I'm a redhead, and I expect to find a wife in one day. That's how confident I am.
Yeah, dude. Ain't met yet, but I'm willing to bet you're the gal for me. Bless your beautiful thighs. You're just as good as lost. Don't know your name, but I'm staking my claim, lest your eyes are crossed.
Bars. Everybody, and we all clapped. We all clapped. Still better than Star Wars Acolyte.
All right, so
Far better.
we had a poll,
Cooking school.
and people think you should sing later. So towards the tail end.
We'll sing again. Encore. They want encore.
Well, just towards the tail end of the conversation.
Numbers.
Do it again.
All right. And Bill Armstrong says, I aspire to that level of confidence. I agree.
Are you guys
Yeah.
on a poll for who went to sing now or later? All right.
I did because I can.
3,000 votes? Holy shite, bro.
Wow. Well, very, very active chat. But yeah, no, like I'd heard of this movie from my ex-wife back when she grew up watching like wholesome shows growing up, unlike me. I grew up with Ace Ventura. She's like, have you ever heard of Seven Brides and Seven Brothers and Little House on the Prairie? I'm like, no. But I'm surprised. This movie was very charming, very fun to watch, very old school. The dancing was actually pretty impressive. The music was fine and fun, and my mom was sitting there with me watching, and she's like, I don't think that's her voice is way different than I expected. I'm like, that's definitely not her voice, Mom, but it's fine.
No, it's all live, man. It's recorded live. Yeah, it's a fact. It's science.
Yeah. It's like a guy who talks like this, and suddenly he's like, and
Yeah.
Actually, we'll get into those fun facts. I got a little bit of behind the scenes provided by my wife, because this is one of her favorite movies of all time, and that's why.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
That's cool.
So you've seen it more than once.
Times a year, it's on in the background. I'm like, what the hell is happening in this movie? You guys are singing and fighting. What is this? Never mind. And then I walk away, and now I had to watch them. Like, oh, that's why they're singing and fighting.
It's a very wholesome movie about abducting women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my wife kind of told me the about that. Do you know about that? The part of the Bible he was talking, or he was kind of instructing the other brothers about. It's like rape. It's where they go and they steal like the Roman wives and rape them. Oh, great. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They were aggressively performed non-consensual pillowing.
12 minutes.
I didn't know it was biblical. I thought it was another.
Yeah. Maybe it's not biblical.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Quran. It wasn't the Bhagavad Gita. It was
It was something.
Something.
Yeah,
It wasn't in the Quran, or like they're every Saturday. Moving on. It's messed up. Little House on Prairie was a great TV show, even though it really didn't follow the books. I forgot that those had books. Yeah,
Amazing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Just
No, back when they had wholesome content, like
Simpler time.
families dying of plague and abducting women. My favorite.
It was nice to see some man's men though. There, I felt like they.
Oh, and to
Honestly,
see
they
brothers
should've
acting like brothers. I hate today when like everyone's like, "Oh, brothers are so sweet." I'm like, "What kind of brothers did you grow up with?" Fucking excuse me.
Yeah.
I would like walk. I'd walk into the room. My little brother would look over me, fucking all 145 pounds of him, fully grown, be like,
Yeah, tough guy. What you doing in here? Get the. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm like,
"All right."
Based.
I
Yeah,
think-
you can usually tell who's the younger sibling is too, because they're kind of like flinchy. You can't make sudden movements near them.
Well, that was, man. But before we get too deep into it, for those of you that have not seen this movie, I feel like we should do the rundown, and then we can get into this because the dynamics there with the characters, especially the eldest and the youngest brother, I think were pretty interesting. But this movie, it came out, and I don't have the year.
Wait. Content warning. There are redheads in this story, and we will be talking about them. Just for
You bet your sweet Bippy I did.
Man, I don't understand the hatred for redheads. They're the rarest people.
it's not a hatred. It's not a hatred.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you wouldn't eat in a restaurant with them, but it's not a big deal.
They should be.
Just jealousy.
School is a little high, but you're the rarest people on the planet. Like, that's cool.
Yes.
Eric, that was a rude thing to say about redheads, man. I don't even know what to say, frankly.
Here at the Iron Seas, we condone DEI and we include redheads.
Turn Eric up just a touch, just a touch.
Okay.
For sure, yeah.
So a little
Kahuna's
better.
too loud again.
A little better. No, it's not that you're not loud enough. It's because everybody else is too loud, including me. So I apologize. I've actually turned myself down too. That's the problem.
Like emotionally and physically, you turn yourself down.
Find my happy place. I'm on my grandma's porch. I hear the waves.
You're like
Locals are arguing over coconuts. It's a beautiful thing.
We just can't be together. It's not you. It's not me. It's me.
Okay.
One with the universe. Nothing else matters. One with the universe. Seven Brothers for Seven Brides came out in 1954. 1954.
Yes, sir.
The summary for this film is as follows. When a backwoodsman in 1850s Oregon brings home a wife to his farm, his six brothers decide, you know what? They want to get married too. This is directed by none other than Stanley Donen, as we all know. It's a common household name. Starring Jane Powell, Howard Keel, and of course, Jeff Richards. This movie cost $30 million back in 1954.
Whoa! What?
These are today's numbers. And you're
probably like $2 million in the
It's like
50s.
$250 and 7 horses.
Yeah. It was a gallon
It's
of
like they
gas,
paid them. They paid the people in grapes.
and half a dozen eggs, and it made $110 million. Comes in at an hour 42. You're welcome. Thank you. And the IMDb on this 7.3 out of 10, 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, 75% on Metacritic, 4.8 out of 5 on Amazon with 15,000 reviews, and it was hailed as a wholly engaging, bouncy, tuneful, and panchromatic package. And if you have to look up panchromatic package, then you don't know Kahuna well enough. I guess.
Say less. Just look up package. Also, in regards to that bouncing description, those dresses were too tight for bouncing. That's all I'll say.
Only around the ribs.
Yep. My mom's looking at me like, she's like, that can't be natural. I'm like, first they were smaller people. Secondly, yeah, you're right. They have like freaking straps underneath there, like just crack.
Straight to wardrobe. So we were talking about the brothers showing up being manly men and the dynamic between the brothers. Obviously, the eldest brother, Adam. Any symbology there?
The first son.
Adam,
The word you're looking for is symbolism.
Adam.
Well, they surprised the new bride with like, oh yeah, I live with 6 other dudes. And then her survival instinct just kicks in immediately. Like, I got to get them married like now, or else winter coming, I'm not gonna make it.
She's the smartest person in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, she kind of turns into the main character a little
Yeah.
bit. She takes them under her wing, teaches them how to, be a person. And
Well, that's
Be a
like,
main.
town, and he's just like, I'm looking for a wife, and he's like checking out girls and guys, like, no, you're too wide, you're too thin. You'll do. He's like, oh, she's got some
She's
sass.
Strong.
And he sees her, and she sees him, and she's like, there's guys in town that are these Yankee Doodle types, and they're well dressed and well kept, but they're kind of, they're kind of small and like weak. And he's like,
beta, very beta.
yes,
Eric, what were you going to say? I heard you earlier. What was that?
What?
That just makes you a beta cuck.
Knew it was coming.
She turns redheads into people.
I know, dude. It's like it's like we talk about fixing and transforming America. It's like, let's start with something manageable, almost impossible still, but manageable. Start with the redheads. Start there.
Kind of a compliment, man. They come down from the mountain, just these, he comes down by himself. He leaves his Wildman brothers up in the forest. He comes down, he's like, I need a wife. And he sees this lady, and he's like, you're kind of sassy. And he even says,
He saw her cutting a tree in half, and he's like, that's my kind of woman.
And he tells the tradespeople he's looking for a widower. He wants a woman that, like, she knows how to run a household.
Yep.
And he finds this lady, and he's like, hey, do you want to get married? And she's like, well, yes, actually.
That's kind of fast, but
Let me finish my chores.
It's been 3 hours. Let's get married. And they do, and he takes her back up into the mountain for winter, and it's going to be months and months and months. And she doesn't know he has.
And
all
she
these brothers.
sings about how happy she is that she'll just have to take care of one person, her
Yeah.
husband.
Oh yeah, that was I didn't like the song, but I like the message of it. He's very.
And he's sitting there just like, later.
And then they go back up to the mountain, and
Well,
reveal that the house is a mess, and he's got all these brothers, and then from there, it's
Imagine the kahunas someone would have to marry someone, and they're talking about how excited they are, and also like not even like first it was such a fast marriage, doesn't matter, but not to mention that you live with 6 younger brothers that all are much less sophisticated than you already.
yeah, he was definitely the brains of the operation, and
I think maybe he was just the oldest and he got maybe some training before mom and dad passed. I kind of think that's
fair. Yeah.
maybe more aligned.
Well, he didn't seem to have any training. He just went in there. It's like, oh, give me wife.
Yeah, but he
Worked for him.
had some manners. He knew how to talk to women and people.
No,
and-
no. I think that was like the point. Is like he didn't really. It's just he got lucky. Like she just was completely like didn't
got
get the time
lucky,
to really know him, and yeah.
she's like, well, he's 6'7" and 240 pounds and chiseled, and has a great beard and jawline and beautiful eyes and great hair. So sure,
Yeah,
he has his own house. Not mentioning this has 6 brothers, but
it was total
Yeah.
mess.
It's 6
left it
tenants.
That's
Oh.
10 minutes.
Also, what? Oh yeah, that's a thing too. My brain left me. Anyway, hey,
That's kind of gay.
my brain just gave up, dude. It was going somewhere, and you like cut off right away. I'm like,
Well,
I have to
okay.
say something.
So once she like domesticates the brothers, right? Like she does that pretty quickly, and then they go back into town to go pick up themselves some women, and like these men that are in town
AC.
already
Send it.
stand no chance at all, like against these like mythical like 6-foot giant mountain men. And then of course they meet, like they start singing and they're polite, and these women, they just immediately soil their dresses, and it's just like, yeah, that's it's what we need to be like, right? Some role models right here.
Oh yeah, wait, real quick. I looked it up. So, how tall do you think Adam is? Like the oldest brother is? How tall
He
do you
looks
think he is?
huge.
7'5".
He looks
Maybe 8'1".
huge. He looks enormous.
Don't
Take a
tell me
guess.
he's like in the 5s.
No, he's 6. He is 6'3.5" to 4.
He's
He is
actually-
like 6'3", 6'4".
6'4".
That is JD Vance, the same guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's because everybody else is like 5'6" that he looks like a giant.
You know,
And like, don't get me wrong, 6'4", that's taller than me. That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
6'4" yeah, that's up there, man. It's like top percent.
In Washington State, where I live, I'm 6 foot. I'm not that tall
Nope, there it
where
is.
I live. Brian's like, yeah, I know.
Like outside of Sweden, man. Yeah, 5'10" is the average height of an American male. So if you're above that, man, you're above.
They've been lowering that number every year too because people get upset.
They have, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a number on a page you can type.
Maji-chan is about 6 foot. I will say that. That is true. That is true.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
He's only 5'4".
I'm 6'4" and like platform heels.
Only you, Justin. Only you.
Daniel, you're on another podcast with him. How often does he wear platform heels? How do those before stream sessions go?
1 second, guys. Hang on. Let me.
He just walks out.
Hang on. There's one.
I just imagine he's like fixing his hair the whole time, just like guys.
And me and Royce, we would do it at the same time. Me and Royce.
All right, girls, let's get in there. Oh wait, I should have done that.
That's what they do. I just drink.
Daniel's like,
I'm here to drink whiskey and ignore Royce and make fun of him mostly. But yeah,
Accurate.
How do we go on the height, by the way? We got a little distracted.
Because the mountain men.
Yeah.
The mountain men of
the height
movie.
differential.
Because someone called the lead a giant.
40 feet of wind came down a mountain.
That's for sure, man. I make that kid captain. I'm like, go for it, dude. You're running
so much man meat. So much.
Yeah, I like what they used to do for fun back in the day. Just build a house.
Go to dances, build a house, get in fights with the townies and make fun of them for being
I'm actually
kind of faggy.
Yeah.
Well, no, the towns they brought it upon themselves, man. They tried to sabotage these guys. Like they're taller than us.
Oh yeah, the brothers were so tolerant up until they weren't.
Yeah, dude.
Man, the good old days when you could just like
chill,
bonk a woman on the head and grab her and you're married. Oh, bring us back, man. Make America great again.
1640s. All right, boys, I'm off to the Philippines. Good luck.
I was going to say, what's interesting
Pretty sure the bonking ended long before the 1640s.
Yeah,
probably.
Sure.
I mean, not when you're exploring. Exploring, yeah. A lot of bonking was going on back then, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway,
I don't elaborate.
That's for sure.
What do you
a
mean?
lone woman finds herself. Wait.
A lone woman finds herself in a cabin in the woods with 7 men / dwarves who stay in a sty. She does her best to make it work, but does have to have a moment of laying down the law and make 'em wash.
One thing that's interesting about this
Accurate.
movie, I think thematically and all that, is that the guy is shown as being, he's kind of dumb, but he's also like this, he's in charge, and he's a big, tough guy, and he finds a good woman, not just some random girl, but like a good woman.
Yeah, a genuine, hardworking, well-meaning
fellows. Yeah. And even though they're these tough, capable guys, they're running a farm, they're doing all these amazing things, she is still able to like shape and guide them and turn them into, she's able to elevate who they are as people. And I'm like, I love that dynamic, because that's guys and girls, man. Like, you bring in a good woman into your household, she's going to make you even better, even if you're already kind of awesome. Like, and that's cool. And she loves that. And then you're like, you enjoy her more. And that dynamic goes back and forth. And she has to keep training them and all that sort of stuff as it goes on. Or maybe training's too harsh a word, but you know what I mean? She says
when they kidnap the
all right, boys,
them all to
be clean.
Like,
Headline: Justin amazed by standard human behavior.
They're like, wait, use utensils to eat food? What is this black magic? What are these things?
You telling me this guy can't stand up to those guys? Huh? Yeah, he stands no chance. Huh?
No,
he will watch them. All right, he will watch them.
So who's the blue hair?
I don't like your watching implication. Yeah, no. It's...
Yeah, on Twitter.
Blue-haired guy's just a cook, a political cook. That's all.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like a literal one. Like he watches.
Oh yeah, no. There's a stream where in the background his wife is making out with like just some dude. Doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's out there. I thought it was fake until I looked it up. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, he's really in the news right now because he made some very
dumb
Off-color?
comments.
Yeah, dumb
Off-color?
comments, following the shooting that occurred.
Yeah.
Wait, Bats, why are you wearing the same shirt he is?
That's
Do
true.
you guys go shopping together? It's the same bloody.
Whoa.
It's the same shirt.
Now your hair blue.
Are you that guy?
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Yeah, Joe even has the blue hair too.
There.
Wait,
Joe's-
holy
Joe's
crap,
just
boys!
darker.
Nope.
See, Bat,
Channels
yes,
There's a shirtless person on a stream, and it's not me. It's not me.
You're not the only shit.
What are you doing?
Wow.
You take your pants off.
We got,
Why
we
you
got
hunched over?
two kahunas here.
Gross.
He's gonna try to
Yes.
turn the shirt inside out to see if it'll be a different color.
It's still gray.
Monetize my
Boobs.
bitch.
Two things that have only never let me down in this entire country's history: the First Amendment and boobs.
The First Amendment and
Are we all
boobs.
going shirtless? Is that what we're doing now?
Guys, I don't even know who Bill is, and he's witnessing this for the first time. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Welcome, Bill.
Animation, you already know what's
Hi,
up.
Bill.
It's
I'm
Iron
so
Age.
sorry.
not arm week. He's on board. We're good. We're good.
Richard says Bat Sauce getting naked on a bus with those two, huh?
Yes.
Oh, my wife.
Your shirt.
I'm already
Thank you, see,
shirtless.
The lady says, "Put a shirt
Came
on."
in to change my shirt.
Oh, shush. I got a cloak.
Oh,
That's it. I'm standing
it is
up.
what it is.
Have too much energy.
Now, earlier we were talking about the basic premise, and even though I'm being laughed at a little bit for the way this dynamic is, this is not really something you see in modern portrayals of relationships, at least in the mainstream. So it's refreshing to go back in time, 60 plus years, where it's like, oh, okay, nice. And she shows up, and they're like receptive because they respect her, and she helps shape them and helps get to the point where she's teaching these guys who really haven't been around girls. They've been stuck up in this farm their whole life. She's teaching them, like, no, you guys, you're handsome. You're fellas. You can provide. Like,
Yeah, just shave your beard, and yeah, you guys could
yeah,
be
she
dapper.
cleans them up. She puts them in some nice clothes, and it's a work in progress. But the fact that she can bring that feminine, as they say in the movie, that feminine quality, and it helps to make them even better at who they are. It's something so simple, but you don't see it anymore. And in this movie, it's silly and ridiculous. And, about halfway through, it's like, okay, this is kind of, how do I feel about this kind of deal? But the base themes of the story are something that you don't really see very often. That's kind of refreshing, I think.
AC, what about the symbolism? What's the symbolism of this movie?
There's a lot of colors in this AC. Each brother.
The number. So there's that. And
The redheads equals red equals passion and death.
And fire.
Which really wraps up the whole thing.
Emotion.
Yeah, these Irish folks. Yeah.
Oh, what were you saying earlier, Daniel? You said something about symbolism too. Did you notice any in this? You familiar?
I wasn't watching it for symbolism.
Fair. Yeah. The number 7, I know.
There were two real reasons he was watching. Can't really figure it out, but
Yeah, some virtues, right?
Boobs.
Yeah,
two large and in charge kind of reasons.
and like the obvious ones like
Yeah.
luck.
And then you get the woman.
Yep.
Also, I'm watching this movie. I know it's a
Bat Sauce taking his shirt off, and the dudes fled the short bus.
I cannot be shirtless with him.
Dustin, he's like, my wife's not here. This doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, this is doing nothing. Like,
Never tell a man to shave his bread. Okay.
Okay. Keep the
Wise
crust on.
words.
Never
Wise
tell a
words.
man to shave his bread.
I-
You know what, Maji? That's wisdom for the ages. I'll
right.
never tell a man to shave his
She's right. She's right. When you're right,
Not
you're
his
right.
beard, his bread. Is that what I said?
She's right.
We're in that
She's
one.
right.
That's where all the vitamins are.
What beard am I supposed to shave? I have to grow one first. Come on.
Guys, look! Don't make fun of Bat Sauce for waking up every single day and shaving his entire form clean. Don't make fun of him for doing the same thing that gay swimmers do.
Yeah, he's wearing a wig even. Yeah. No eyebrows.
Because there's no
Way that he
Just
just
drawn
looks
on.
like that naturally. No way.
Yeah, exactly.
Little boy's chest.
all I'm saying, Bats, is don't go to prison. Anyway, so Brian, what did you think about the movie?
Favorite Marine.
Oh crap! Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot more than that to impress me, Herman.
Seabats, get his wig.
Put the fan on.
Just like
Raven Nevermore with a knife. You shave bread with a knife.
You know,
Oh.
we have these parallels between the themes of the movie and then reality. Here we see the sea wives, and you know.
So
certain
to
fellas on the
Bat's earlier
stream
question
here.
about what's it based
see
on,
men.
it's not a biblical story. It's an ancient Roman ethic called the rape of the Sabine woman or something like that.
The great.
Rape of the Sabine woman. It's a Roman mythic. Though. It wasn't like-
Yeah, she brought two books with her: the Bible and this old Roman book. And then that's the one thing he happened to read. He's like, "All right, boys, let's go to town. Let's get married."
Yeah, there's about halfway through the movie, so she's trained all these guys to get in line and all that, and they're getting on board, and they go into town, and they try their best, but they're a mess. They go to town the first time, that brother like, "Hey, that girl's pretty," jumps off the wagon. He's like, "Want some chaw?" It's like, you know, that's a nice compliment. It's probably a good chaw. But yeah, as it goes on, you see that I lost my train of thought. What was your point? You said it. I
know. I'm distracting. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. I'll tone it down a little bit.
I don't even see like shave marks or like.
I love it. My
Little porpoise man.
Do you just bathe in there?
That's
It's
what I
amazing.
know, right?
My little porpoise man.
See, I'm not the only one. Man. I'm trying hard.
Yeah.
That phrase is going to live with me for a couple of days, I'm sure.
See, Bats, I wasn't. You told me not to tell anyone. It's because when he gets into bed, he sounds like.
I want to be the man today.
That's us.
It's my turn.
I don't know. Iron Age Media. I got your message. I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I'm laughing myself. I mean, that's the end of it. But
oh,
Christ, if you want to
do
come on,
this?
Richard, you're more than welcome. I know you want to join this right here.
Yeah, Richard, come join us.
There's not. We need some real men in here.
he knows his way around. No. He sent me a video. Which how do I share this? Can I put it
Richard
in like a chat or something?
definitely does not want to be a part of this.
I'm very serious.
If you can handle it.
You want to be part of the shimmy wigglers?
You got to present. Go to present and just share your screen. Yeah, make sure you have audio selected if you go to do it.
Better than German bedtime stories. I'll say that.
Oh, that's a low bar, man. Those people are intense. They get things done.
And then the children were eaten alive over 6 months by the monster. The end.
Because they didn't eat their celery leaves or something minor.
You were supposed to wait for dinner. If you had waited for dinner, you wouldn't have been forced outside in the black woods in the middle of the night. Very simple.
All right.
Oh,
That's
The
a
video
Jesus.
open he sent. I have to. He's telling. I like how he's coaching me on how to do this.
Stop looking at me.
what do you mean, dude?
I gotta click present. Is that how this works?
Don't look at me.
Don't look.
Go over your
Best
tattoos. Explain them all to
Maiden
us.
voyage ever.
What?
Explain your tattoos to us.
No.
Yes.
This one is the Marine
Oh, that's easy.
Corps.
Yeah. Okay. What's on the chest? We got a shield.
This
there?
one is a bird.
Oh my god.
Chest is the same Michael thing. Yeah.
Nice.
The bird is killing me though.
Anything on the
dude.
back? You got like a
The bird.
No, he's in the Marines. He has a giant eagle spreading across his wingspan.
Oh, like a Yakuza tattoo. That'd be sick.
Seabat says her face is on your butt. Can you show us that too?
Are we okay? All right. I got no butt tattoos. Gotta get more into it.
that you're going to show us, but yeah. We know Seabat's likeness is back there somewhere, but anyway.
Are you going to present the screen? What is going on, Johnson?
Oh,
You just click present.
Let's try. Let's see what happens.
Let's try.
DM the wrong person.
Try. Share screen. We're
Just
doing
flexed really hard.
Yes.
And then Bat Sauce or Andy will say yes.
Screen sharing works best.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Works
great. We'll
best
bring
on
it
a
back.
good computer. Share screen. Are we live? Did I do it?
Oh
Select
my
the
God.
Are you on a Commodore 64 or something? What is going on back there?
Can you see my screen? Is it playing?
Every second you fail us,
definitely
another
the old
viewer
man
leaves
thing.
us.
I'm playing the video. Is it
working?
happening?
Can you see
Oh
it?
my God.
It's working now?
Are you watching this with me?
let's just keep talking about the movie, I guess. All right, so because this is never happening.
It's not playing.
Before, I was trying to get him to comment so I could wrench him on the channel, and
I
shit you not, it took 10 minutes for me repeatedly telling him to comment.
My browser blocked my screen, bro.
So we learned 2 things today. One, Bats is like 12 because he's got no chest hair, and 45, and he can't handle the street.
2 can play at this game.
I'm a smart guy. I just need to be walked through it. That's all. You know, just hit the ropes.
The weirdest
This
thing
is why I don't try.
This hairlessness comes
I'm
from
right there with you.
inside of my family. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Herman says Bats is a soldier for the homosexual Russian mob.
Yep.
Oh, Christ.
No,
That's
I was in
canon.
the Marine Corps, which is much gayer than whatever you just mentioned.
How far into the movie were we?
I don't know.
If we
at the
stop
end.
seeing posts from Herman over the next couple of days, you'll know it's because of the homosexual Russian mob.
So the brothers are about to kidnap 6 ladies from town. We got that far. They
I
got
think
into town.
they meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought my wife had exaggerated when she told me about this movie. No, they just grabbed them.
Yeah.
They sneak in. The men even try to save them.
I'm like, in any modern movie, this is like a horror movie. Like all 6 women are taken in one night. Who is the culprit?
That's actually kind of a good idea for a real remake. See, that right there is how you do a remake. You know what I mean? And then you do it good.
A bunch of retarded redheads from the mountains come into Seattle and like just grab all of the
hills have
questionably
eyes for-
sexual like women there.
Right.
They bring him back. Not enough.
Never enough.
This one we grabbed another boy. Bring it
Movie'd
back.
be like 45 minutes long, 15 minutes of lead up, 15 minutes of the guys kidnapping people, and 10 minutes of them returning the women later.
Yep.
Yeah, the women of Seattle. Yes, those.
Yeah.
Surely they exist.
There's some of them. There's a few out there, dude.
I know, but that you can't tell the difference anymore. Anyway,
Why you got all that metal in your face?
Why is this paint? Why are these paintings on your body not rubbing off? I've been scrumming at it with the steel wool for hours, and you just keep screaming.
You just keep screaming. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Dark comedy.
I wasn't gonna take it that far, but good on you, Kuna.
Dark comedy might actually be the play for the horror remake.
Hey, I took the dress off mine. There's something funny down there. Anyway.
This one's got an Audi.
Bad Sauce Mountain. Bad Sauce Mountain.
Well, that's
Is Bat Sauce like Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs?
Puts the chaw
Might
in
as
the
well.
pocket.
What's some? I'm trying to find. I'm like.
It puts the dog tags on its neck, or it gets the hose again.
oh my god.
I can't focus. Okay, here we go.
Where we're at story wise, they took the.
We've captured the women. We've brought a. They have a chase scene.
In the middle of the night, they capture the women. They take them up past the hole in the mountain, as it were, the pass, which
Lost
is
connection.
symbolism, and it caves in. And so, the families can't get back to these women, so they're stuck up there. And the one woman with all these brothers takes all of the new women into the house and throws all the men into the barn. And she says, "I will protect these women. I will watch after them. You all stay in that barn." And they do. And it goes on for months.
Yeah, and then the girls are finally like, they're not that bad, right?
Yeah, they're like, these dudes, they kidnapped us. Like, that's pretty bold. The guys in town, those dandies, they weren't on board with kidnapping, and they're trying to do
my boyfriend in town never kidnapped me.
Yeah,
It enforces women's obsession with serial killers and psychopaths.
The scene they don't show you is all 7 men are showering probably, and they walk by like
King Bob. I never wanted to read anything like this. This is all Seabat's fault for marrying a gay dolphin.
I'm a gay fish, y'all.
It could be worse, Kahuna. He could be your bread.
Never shave your bread.
Never shave it. Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Christ.
So we're gonna go with is this float, is this sink? I think we're.
Well, let's just hear quick thoughts about it from everybody, starting with down below, Mr. Eric Wag.
I gotta be honest, I didn't do my homework, so I'm just trying to follow along.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Well,
Like,
God bless you.
like, do you like it? Do you think it floats or sinks?
No, I didn't watch the movie.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
He can be the split if there's a tie.
Yeah, if there's a tie, he can split it. Let the Viking
I got a poll
choose.
going in the chat right now. Doing high tech.
Danielson, any final thoughts on the movie? And does it sink or does it float?
For being sort of a Western romantic comedy film, I thought it was pretty interesting for the time when it came out. And I think that was the appeal back then as well. And still today it floats.
I agree. That's cool. Justin. Or Justine.
Floater, man. Floater. Yeah, floater. It's one of my
Floats
favorite
like the
movies. I can't-
platform shoes on his feet.
Yeah.
Says the man who hates Rocky. Anyway. McCoppin. Any final thoughts on the movie? Does it sink? Does it float? Are you have you changed your mind about redheads and whether they should be allowed to live?
I'm gray now, but I've had red in my beard from my grandfather, so I'm technically, I guess, a quarter redhead because it shows up every so often. So whatever. I like it floating.
Get them, boys.
Yep. Got him.
Red beard here.
That's what I was like, not in my freaking stream. Click.
I think the movie is
The
like
little porpoise man is trying to save our souls.
It's dated for sure, but it's definitely a lesson. If you're a man, go pursue the woman you want. Don't kidnap her, but work.
Grab her in the middle of the night. Pretend to be a
Unless
cat.
she's into that sort of thing.
Unless she wants it. And ladies, understand your man's going to be really dumb and do stupid things, but he can still be a good guy.
Dumb and a little bit
lessons there.
savage.
Some 70 years later, there's still like so much truth in this
Yes.
movie and like just basic stuff. And if everybody just embraces their roles, happy ending. Look at that.
I am absolutely down
How
to capture
dare
her
you?
in the middle of the night. Anyway, AC, final thoughts on the movie.
She's a floater.
That's
it.
That's my boy.
Yeah, I like it. It's rife with symbolism. I'm glad I wasn't the one that brought it up, because
That's fair.
That's something I do look for. But yeah, you guys basically identified everything. I think it's a floater.
All right.
Now our
You just watched a clip from the Iron Seas podcast. Make sure to like this, subscribe. It helps us out a little bit. And please catch the show live at 9:30 Eastern every Tuesday.